Hey guys, welcome back to the land of books and their film adaptations. And as promised, I'm covering an actual book and movie this week, no top 10 lists for a while. And I'm covering a fairly recent one about how people are always afraid of what's different. And it's also kind of a more recent version of To Kill a Mockingbird. And I am talking about Where the Crawdads Sing. While everything in the movie is in the book, not everything in the book is in the movie, and the sequence of events is rearranged a little. So we will start at the beginning. The start of the movie is the discovery of Chase's body and the arrest and arraignment of Kaya for murder, the former of which isn't presented until the second chapter, and the latter much, much later. Chapter 1 is the day Kaya's mother leaves her forever. And the book chronologically continues with the character development of Kaya from about 5 years old as she watches her family leave one by one until she, as a little kid, is left to raise and provide for herself, which she, more or less already knew how to do. Her parents taught her foraging, cooking, and animal behavior before they disappeared. Jumpin' and Mabel taught her a little about business. And when she wasn't ducking social services, she was exchanging shells and feathers with Tate. What is missing from all this is some backstory about why Kaya's family had settled in a marsh. Her father came from a wealthy plantation family, and he promised Kaya's mother a very comfortable life, but the family lost everything except that shack on the marsh, and Kaya's father was also wounded during the war and was living off of disability. So promises were broken, dreams died, and the bottle was hit, as was all the family. Hence them breaking away one by one until all Kaya had was herself. And everything that transpired between Kaya and Tate, and then Kaya and Chase, and Kaya and her books are all the same from book to movie. What is a little different is how things went sour between Kaya and Chase. In the movie, it was a chance meeting with Chase and his fiancée that brought all that down. In the book, she was starting to get an inkling that he was a shit. She saw him out with friends and his arm around a girl. She heard gossip of him dancing the night away with several girls and taking one of them home at some event, some soiree hosted by his family's business. And the final insult was reading about his engagement announcement in the local newspaper. The return of Jody is a little different between book and movie. She doesn't recognize him at first in the book. What does bring back that memory is a facial scar with a little backstory to a terrible day when the man of the house was in a drunken rage over some money spent on Easter clothes and candy, and he swung something that slashed Jody's face. Kaya's arrest and time in jail doesn't happen until late in the book. In the movie, it's how we are introduced to the Marsh Girl, someone who could hide in tall grass and try to outswim the police. Her lawyer's involvement is kind of muted and unspecified in the movie. In the book, he comes out of retirement specifically to defend her. And the book and the movie remain the same nearing the end as she is acquitted, returns to her life and to Tate, and they spend the rest of their lives together. The day of Kaya's death is a bit dramatized with a vision of her mother returning. And the book and the movie end exactly the same, with Tate going through her things and finding the shell necklace that Kaya had made for Chase, and that was stolen off of him when he died. The voiceover in the movie about predators being outsmarted by their prey implies that this is a hidden smoking gun. The discovery of it in the movie, to me, still leaves questions. It was well hidden, but the final act could have been pulled off by someone else still. Chase's mother could have been lying, or Chase's wife could have been cleverly trying to frame Kaya. That's just my hot take on it. And that is all for Where the Crawdads Sing. Don't forget to leave me a comment, smash that like button, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and give my sponsor a chance. I thank you for watching, and we'll see you next book and movie.